Take two. Welcome back to the channel. You're watching TOON Army TV. This is your post-match reaction review between Middlesbrough and Newcastle United down at the Rockcliffe training facility on Teeside. And Newcastle United have lost by 5-1. Yes, we've lost by 5-1 against Middlesbrough of the Championship. And I have to say, that is embarrassing. I did say it in the preview, it's not the be-all end-all if we lose a game. But don't lose 5-1 against a Championship opposition, for goodness sake. And if it's not evident enough that we need a striker and that this squad isn't good enough going into the new season, well, this result this afternoon is the full picture that we are not ready for the new season. And under Steve Bruce, we're going to struggle because I don't think he's a very good manager. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And also, he's not brave enough to speak for Mike Ashley. He's Mike Ashley's yes man. And Mike Ashley and the board, well, you look at Mike Ashley and Lee Charnley, they're just as clueless as each other. They know exactly what needs to happen going forward. And let's look at this result. I mean, 5-1 to Middlesbrough against the Championship side. Does that tell you that we are a Championship side? Well, I would say yes. Are we going to be in a relegation battle for the up-and-coming season and being one of the 6 clubs to go down? Potentially, yes. Because Miggy and ASM can't do it on their own. We haven't got a focal point. And if you're going into the new season with Andy Carroll as your only out-and-out striker, then I am concerned because he'll not survive the full season staying fit. Now, looking at the game itself, I mean, we did come off the back of a good 2-1 win against Barnsley. It was a tough game, but the writing was on the wall that, yes, we got a good result against the bottom side in Barnsley from the previous season, but Middlesbrough was always going to be a tough ask. It was always going to be a tough game, but you don't go down there losing 5-1, man. If you're going to get beat, yeah, maybe 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, something like that, but 5-1 is just taking the biscuit, you know? And Middlesbrough, by the reports, they were the better side. They were all over us. The game just wasn't to be for us. First half, you know, Middlesbrough had a 3-0 lead. Alan St. Maximin, he got his first goal of the new season for the pre-season. He pulled one back, 3-1 down at half-time. 3-1 down to Middlesbrough at half-time. If that's not embarrassing enough. Second half, well, it got made even harder for us when both ourselves and Middlesbrough went down to 10 men. And Jamal Lascelles was dismissed for a straight red card. I don't know what happened because there was no highlights of the game. Typical of this football club not to update the fans on Twitter. And Middlesbrough went on to score an extra 2 goals and they won by 5-1. And I don't know what more I can say apart from we need a striker. We need a striker right now. We're not good enough up front. We haven't got that focal point. There's talk of Callum Wilson potentially, coming in with Matt Ritchie going the other way. There's been talks that Ryan Fraser has agreed terms to come to Newcastle, but we'll wait and see on that one. But we need additions to the squad and desperate. Otherwise, I predict a relegation battle. I'm sorry to say it, but if you look at our current side, you can pick out a few good players like Shelvey, like a Hayden, like a Shelvey, like an ASM, a Miggy, whatever. But we haven't got enough, in the side. Yes, we're missing Dwight Gale. He's out for 3 months. Why didn't we address that straight away by bringing a striker in a lot earlier? And you look at Andy Carroll not getting on the score sheet. I mean, I don't expect Andy Carroll to score in every game. He's not going to be that type of player that's going to do it in the Premier League. Yeah, he scored 2 goals against lower league opposition, but Middlesbrough was always going to be the next step up from Barnsley. And obviously Barnsley was always going to be that next step up from Crewe of League One. We've got Stoke on Saturday, and am I confident for that game at St James's Park? No, I'm not, because if we're losing 5-1 to Middlesbrough, like, no disrespect to Middlesbrough in any way, I hope he's have a good season and that fair play for the fixture, but that's real cause for concern. Any fan would say that if you're losing 5-1 against a club that's lower down the way you are. In Middlesbrough, let's not forget, had a struggle last season. I don't know, I mean, Steve Bruce is tactically inept anyway. He goes with the same old crap formation of 5 at the back. Not that he went with that the day, not from what I'd seen, but I wouldn't be surprised if he uses that next season because he's going to panic in games. At the end of the day, we need to address this squad straight away. We really do. Because we're weak everywhere. We are weaker than last season, and I don't have much hope for the new season, if I'm being brutally honest, in terms of progression. And I'm just embarrassed by the result. Friendly or not, it's embarrassing. You don't go down there and lose 5-1. It's bad enough that we were losing games against Sunderland in the derbies, but losing against championship opposition. I remember a game under Chris Hughton when we lost, was it 6-1 to Leyton Orient? It just reminds me of that. And if Steve Bruce continues to not get the best out of the squad that he's got, and if he's not backed, well, let's be honest, if the results aren't coming in, then for me, he's going to be sacked very, very quickly. And I'd love to hear what they have to say for the post-match reactions, because I tell you what, I hear the same old copy and paste statements. I mean, what was it that Steve Agnew said the other day about Jacob Murphy? Oh, he's like a new signing. Piss off. Jacob Murphy wasn't given a chance last season. Like, why did you let him go to Sheffield Wednesday? Oh, yeah, to smooth over a deal because we took Steve Bruce in. The spineless board couldn't afford a couple of £1 million compensation. We shouldn't have to give a player away just to smooth over a deal. You should just be able to get it done. Jacob Murphy is a promising player. Do you know what I mean? Like, just absolute clown, man. And then you got Steve Bruce. Oh, we should be like the Southamptons of this world. Oh, you're actually taking the piss. Yet Southampton lost 9-1 to Leicester. 9-1 and they finished mid-table. The only reason why we're a mid-table club is because of the actual current ownership. They're not ambitious enough and they don't match the fan base. That's the only reason why we are where we are. It sounds like I'm getting all worked up. I promise you I'm not. It's just the result. I don't mind losing to Middlesbrough, but not by the scoreline, which we did, 5-1. 5-1, man. And then we've got to play Stoke. I wouldn't put it past her if we got beat off Stoke. I really wouldn't. And then we've got West Ham coming up. Then Brighton. And then the likes of Burnley and Manchester United and Tottenham and whatnot coming up in the Premier League. And if we don't address this striker situation now, if we don't address the squad and strengthen where we need to, then we are going to struggle coming into the new season. Because I am worried, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say, it's only a 5-1 defeat, we'll be better next time. No, listen, the board know exactly what we need to do. We do have a budget, but they're just too cheap to say anything. They're too cheap to give the fans something back in return, yet we turn up in our numbers and we get nothing. Absolutely bugger all. We're going out for loans, we're going out for frees. That shouldn't happen in a club like Newcastle United. It shouldn't happen when you've been in the Premier League for, now what is it, 4 seasons with the money that's coming in. Where is the money gone? Where's it gone, Ashley? Do you know where it's gone? In your back pocket, and you spend it on your casinos, in your businesses. Yeah, fair enough, businesses are important to keep people in work. But when you own a football club, at least do your due diligence and actually put your money into the club that you actually own as well and make that successful as your businesses. Because who knows what you could be like, as an owner going forward if you actually, treat Newcastle United with the respect that you treat your businesses. You could be a lot better of a person, but no, you show your greedy side as usual. And it's just really frustrating because I know exactly where we need to strengthen and where we need to do going forward. Steve Bruce, of course, like all managers gone by, have got their hands tied, behind their back, and it's going to be a real struggle, going into the new season. And this is a massive red flag, this result today. It's a massive wake-up call for this football club that if we don't sort it out, we will get left behind and we will go down to the Championship. And if we do go down, there won't be a way back. And I'm trying to be positive, but it's difficult, when you've lost like that. And you just think to yourself, have Middlesbrough got a better side than us? Probably, judging by that scoreline. Great to see Alan St. Maximin get on the scoreline, don't get me wrong. But when you've lost by that many amount of goals, there's nothing really to be happy about. So just to say that we'll have to buckle up and go again on Saturday, and we'll have to be much improved. And I want to see updates as well from the Twitter, because today wasn't acceptable from Newcastle United and Middlesbrough. What was it to hide? It was just a pre-season friendly. I know we're talking negative about the football club, but at least update the fans on what's going on, for goodness sake. So yeah, I want to see an improvement. Sorry that it wasn't a positive review, but there's nothing to be positive about. We got completely dominated by the sounds of it, and I'm sure there'll be highlights later on Twitter and the Newcastle United YouTube, and I look forward to hear what the clowns have to say at the end of the game later on today. There'll be a matchday vlog from Newcastle Benfield as I'm going to an FA Cup game tonight. Stay tuned to that. If you didn't see the previous Newcastle Benfield vlog, check it out. I'll leave a box at the end of this video so you can check it out. Gives you a bit of flavour of what's going on tonight down and supporting your non-league clubs. That's the most important thing, as Newcastle don't kick off. Well, we're not going to get into stadiums for a while, put it that way. They're saying October, but it could be beyond that. And just to end, if you could please hit that like button, and please, if you could subscribe. We're now on the verge of 3,200 subscribers on YouTube. We're less than 15 away. Your support's been absolutely fantastic. I can't thank you all enough from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much for all your continued love and support. and all the comments that I get at the end of videos as well. So I'm going to try now to enjoy the rest of my day while I can, but not the best result that we wanted. So full time from the Rockcliffe training facility down on Teeside, it was Middlesbrough 5, Newcastle United 1. Until the next one, stay safe, Geordies, and I'll see you all in the next one. Keep it tuned. How are the lads?